What's up, baby? Alright, y'all, I'm back with another recipe video. Today, guys, I'm going to be teaching you how I make my oven roasted garlic herb baby red potatoes along with stuffed catfish. That is something that you guys requested, so let's get into it. Alright, so we're going to start off real simple. Cut your potatoes lengthwise in half so that they're about the same thickness. Put them in a bowl, and then you're just going to kind of toss them with about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil. And then you're going to add in some minced garlic, black pepper, salt, some dill, and some parsley. Now those exact measurements will be in the recipe portion of the description box, so if you'd like to see that, it's going over there. But after you do that, you're going to go ahead and combine that together. Now if you want to do like me, I also added about a half a pack of this ranch seasoning here. I didn't add a whole pack because really the ingredients you already have is good. That's set, that's flavorful, but this just adds a little something more. So from here, you're gonna go ahead and spread that out on a cookie sheet. Get that skin side down, and you're gonna roast it at 400 degrees for about almost an hour or so. And then you're gonna have some of the best, tastiest potatoes that you can ever want. All right, now we're gonna move on to the stuffed catfish. That's what y'all here for. All right, so in a bowl, you're gonna start out with some medium shrimp that are patted dry. I have about 10 catfish fillets that are patted dry. Also, we have the olive oil. We have some lump crab meat. You can use claw crab meat if you want to. It's cheaper. Also, you have some green onions. You have cream cheese, dill. You use Old Bay. I use this. This is a combination of seasonings that I like together for seafood. The Old Bay or lemon pepper, anything that you have in your cabinets that you like for seafood will suffice. So yeah, just season up your shrimp right here. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, they're coated pretty good. Don't be shy. Use your hands. If your hands are clean, I mean, especially, it's your food, it's your house. So I get it down with my hands. And yeah, get your shrimp seasoned up. I'm not gonna season my catfish at all. Then I'll tell you why in just a minute. All right, so here we go. I'm going in this pan with another few tablespoons of olive oil. I'm gonna make sure that gets hot before I add anything. I wanna make sure my pan gets nice and hot, simply because I'm not gonna be in here long, so I don't wanna rush. All right, once the pan is hot, go ahead and add your medium shrimp, and you're only gonna par cook them for about 2 to 3 minutes. Yeah, like I said, it's a par cook. You don't want them all the way cooked because they're gonna be going in hot grease again later. So if you go ahead and cook them too far now, they'll be overcooked in the final product. Then you don't want that. So once your shrimp are about here, you know, go ahead and get them out of the pan, and we're gonna go start getting filling together. All right, so you're gonna take a brick of softened cream cheese that's sat out on the counter for a little bit. So make sure it's softened, because otherwise you're gonna be you're gonna be working trying to get that mixed together, and you're gonna tear the filling up. So like I said, make sure it's softened. I initially just go ahead and take a fork and just mix the cream cheese, get it a little bit more soft and beaten down before I start adding any other ingredients. And once you got it nice and kind of whipped and creamy, go ahead and start adding other things. So right now I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start adding in that par cooked shrimp that I had on the stove. Just take it. You might have it sit there a little bit, might accumulate a little bit of juice. Some of the oil might still be left over. Just kind of work around it. It doesn't matter if some of it goes into there. It doesn't matter at all. It's just gonna make it a little looser, but not too bad. So just adding in shrimp, and right here I just added in dill. Then I'm gonna add in my green onion that I had chopped up. And also I'm gonna add in just some more of the seasoning that I like for my seafood. And just gonna give that a stir before I add in the crab meat. That's because you just kind of have to be delicate, just considering what you're dealing with. You don't want to tear your shrimp up. With your shrimp a little bit more firm and harder to tear up anyway, but you just, you know, kind of just want to take your time. Right here, you can be a little bit more rougher, but you know, you definitely just want to be take it easy. Now, this right here is good. You know what I'm saying? This don't have to stuff nothing. You can eat this. I'm telling you right now. But we're gonna go ahead and add this crab meat into there. And you definitely, once you get your crab meat added into it, you want to be careful not to just stir like crazy. You definitely want to just fold the crab meat into it so that you don't break it down too much, and that you get those big lumps of crab whenever you go to eat your stuffed catfish later. So just like I said, just fold it in there until it's incorporated with the shrimp and the cream cheese and stuff. And like I said, you just want to be gentle, and then you don't want to do too much. Once it's in there, it's good. Add the rest. You know what I'm saying? The whole 8 ounces, 8 ounce container of crab. Add the whole thing. I mean, you pay for it, you'll taste it. Like I said, you can use claw meat too. It is cheaper, but it just really depends on personal preference. It's not going to give you too much of a different taste. I personally taste the difference, but not everybody will. All right, so right now we're gonna go to stuffing your catfish. All right, so you want pretty much your the part where the skin used to be. These are skinless fillets. The skin has been removed, so the part where the skin used to be at, you just want to go. You want to make sure this is where you're stuffing at, because you just want that outside to be what gets the breading. So take a generous amount, but don't oven stuff, and lay it on there. Then you're gonna take the other fillet, and then you're just gonna put it across. You see around the outside. Make sure you leave that outside free of the filling, so that you can get the toothpicks in. You're gonna put these toothpicks in, and you want to be able to get the toothpicks in without it filling going everywhere. You know, this is a mess. So you just want to take your time here. You know what I'm saying? Don't rush. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? Just take your time with the toothpicks. I mean, because you don't want to just end up wasting your filling everywhere. It's gonna start trying to seep toward the edge because you're pushing. When you're adding pressure on top and the sides, the filling starts moving around. But if you just take your time and put the toothpicks in, it won't seep out at all, and you'll have a good secured stuffed catfish, which is what you want. It's what you need. You know what I'm saying? So pretty much, I'm about done here. I was just kind of being OD, trying to make sure all the holes and stuff, all the gaps were secured. But at the end of the day, you're gonna remove the toothpicks anyway, so use as many or as little as you need, whatever makes you feel comfortable. All right, here, so here I got some yellow corn flour that I have a couple seasonings in there. This is just what I like to use for different fish recipes and stuff like that. So you can use whatever kind of flour you like. You can use, they have different seasoned flour and all kinds of things that you can use if you're not somebody who likes to cook. Or, you know what I'm saying, you can, if you cook often, you can just, you know what I'm saying, season up the flour like I did, and go for it. Like I said, I didn't season the fish at all. I lightly season the flour just so that the salt and things will come through. But the filling, you'll notice that the filling and all the seasoning that you put into it will definitely compensate for any lack of salt. So once you get it breaded, it's gonna look like this, and you're gonna be ready to go into the fryer. All right, so 200, y'all look at the recipe. I can't remember exactly what I fried it at, but you're gonna go in there for probably about 8 to 12 minutes, just depending on the size of your fillets. You're gonna come out golden brown. Perfect. Look at that right there. Just good to look, y'all. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this video. All right, listen. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. I'm AJ. This is Danny, and we are hashtag the Cannons.
CCTV.
A little behind now. A little behind now. I need to get ready next time. Make sure you don't miss your cue. Yeah. We all got room to grow. You know what I'm saying? Sorry.
You got room to grow.
Back to our eating show.
Show.
All right, so guys. Today we're back with another mukbang. Today, guys, we will be having stuffed catfish. That's right, stuffed catfish. One of you guys, I'm not sure who it was, suggested that I do this. I've never stuffed catfish in my life before, so I came up with a recipe in order to do this, which will be at the beginning of the video, right, by the way. And in the description box will be a detailed recipe with all measurements and key points available for your download. So we also have some roasted potatoes that'll also be part of the recipe. Yeah, so that's pretty much what we have. Stuffed catfish, roasted potatoes. So can't wait to eat it. But before we do that, I'm just gonna hit you with a couple things.
If this is your first time on our channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and after that hit that post notification bell so that you're notified every time we upload, and give this video a thumbs up.
That's right, guys, like the video. We would appreciate that so much. And guys, also, if you'd like to get your very own Catfish water bottle, all you gotta do is go to our description box once more, look for that the link that says Catfish water, go on over there, get whatever you want. And if you'd like to get 10% off your order, all you gotta do is use our code Cannons with one N. That's Cannons with one N. They'll give you 10% off your entire order. All right, guys, without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and pray, and then we're gonna chow dang. Hey, so yeah, so here's like the roasted potatoes. And right here is this catfish. I just broke this up so you guys could see the filling that I put in there. And yeah, so I guess what I'm gonna do is I'm just go for the one that I broke open already.
May I have a fork?
And I put it in front. So yes.
Thank you.
And I'll let you get your own because I don't want to, you know. Yeah, you got it?
Yep.
Alright, so there we go. Alright, yeah, so y'all got a little bit hash sauce and put in here. I can't wait to taste this. I can't wait to try it out. You guys, get a nice little healthy bite. Got some shrimp in here, some lump crab meat. That's how they slicking. Oh, you know I dropped something in the mad boy. Y'all better go by. I can't really. Sorry for you.
Good. Can I have some hot sauce?
Oh. You can have whatever you like. Hey.
Y'all, this is also our Q&A mukbang from when we asked for questions from the roster postal video. As soon as I get some more bites, we'll get started because there's quite a few.
These are potatoes, y'all. They are delicious. These are probably my most successful oven roasted potatoes. I've done it before, but they don't always come out like I like. These are really good. And they've gotten cold a little bit. I tried to pull out 2 big shots, but just be careful. I think I see one right there. No, never mind. That be careful.
Gotcha. From the smoke.
Okay, fish flaky.
I like that you lightly breaded the fish.
Right. That's what I wanted to do. I didn't
make it too much.
I didn't want to do heavy. I also didn't season the fish itself. Yeah, I put seasoned the flour, but it's not heavy because the actual filling itself has enough salt in it, and shrimp that were seasoned before I cooked them, so I didn't want it to be too salty. and I think it worked out good because the fish is fine on its own. I feel like if I would have added more seasoning to the fish, I know people probably watch the recipe video and think, you know, probably should have seasoned the fish, but you definitely don't want that's too much. Unless you're just a salt person, which I didn't think there were people out there like that, but there are. We love salt.
I can't stand like when I was younger. My mama had these salt shakers that won't always stable, and I get putting that salt up there. That thing opened up on me. I said, "Oh, this food is dead."
She probably don't care because she probably said you didn't need to be eating.
Right.
I try to eat half my fish so I can pick it up and show it to y'all again because it's really a beautiful sight. Y'all can just see how well that is stuffed across. If it'll focus. Is it focusing?
Yeah. I see the box.
I get you from it. Let me see it real quick. I'll put some on the screen so y'all can see. Right here. Ooh. I like fried fish anyway. Stuffed, unstuffed.
Potato.
No, you better be careful.
I ain't about made it through this whole fish.
I think I got most of them out. This is the last one though. They got me lazy.
Well, I guess we'll get started on these questions. About 20 to 25 of them, AJ. You ready?
Come on, bring them on. Talking to how many?
About 25. How old are we? I'm 28.
I'm 29.
OJ's 70. Do we have any children and do we want them? No, we have none. And you know, if the Lord gives them to us, I take them.
Well, we just don't have any right now. You know, because, you know, we've explained in past videos why we don't have kids. Or why we've yet to have kids. You know, like I said, I've been practicing.
You don't say that.
It just ain't got there yet.
Okay. How did we meet, AJ? Here we go.
Well, she hit my
I'm gonna let him know.
Pro tip, side note. We gotta close this water bottle, but it's got a twist top on it. It's very, they make them like they do, so they're insulated so well. But if you wanted to pull stronger, just twist that joker just a little bit.
Cause my body be trying to make me work.
And it'll come out like a flood. Just tighten it back up when you're done. Get right back to what we were saying. She hit my line.
She did that. I did not hit his line.
Okay.
I followed him on Instagram and Snapchat. That's not hitting your line.
But before.
And he sent me a message.
On Snapchat. Because you follow me on Instagram. You follow me on Instagram way before Snapchat. And anytime, y'all remember the good morning post and all of that? She was always there. She was one of the ones I could count on to come through. I never said anything to her then, but then when she came me on Snapchat, my Snapchat is personal, and I said I don't add people I don't know, and I don't know you. So I said, and if you're gonna add me, you can't be just lurking. Like, you need to say something.
Oh no, I'm gonna lurk.
And that's what I told her when she added me. What is that? What I said? Don't be lurking. You need to say something.
And I said some choice words to myself.
To yourself.
Yes, you didn't know about them. I know I ain't gonna finish this, but I'm gonna try.
Essentially, that's like 4 pieces of fish.
Oh,
I mean, you got the first 2, and then you got that 2, plus the
I
filling.
don't need this. But look at me. Like this. But yeah, let me tell you something. If I saw something I wanted, I got it. But that's how we met. Somebody said, have you ever thought of doing a cooking channel, AJ? Funny you'd ask.
Yeah. I know. The cooking channel is still up. I'm not gonna drop the link in the description just yet. It might be already be down there. It might be my uploaded first. Because I'm trying to figure out how I'm gonna do it. I'm trying to figure out what recipes I'm posting on this channel versus what recipes I'm posting on that channel. It's a lot. It's a lot to think about. I don't know if I'm just gonna start, because when we do mukbangs, the problem is we do mukbangs. It's not just a recipe channel. So I know, yeah. I don't know if I just want to post the beginning. I don't want to put. If I want to post the recipe at the beginning of the video when we do the mukbang, or if I just want to post the full recipe over there. I don't know.
Okay. What are y'all zodiac signs? I'm an Aquarius.
I'm a Sagittarius.
Boo. Boo, you stink, boo.
I'm a favorite.
No, you're not.
Well,
Y'all are annoying.
most people love to hate Sagittarius. That's how they go.
Are you guys married or siblings? This is my husband. I could not stand this man growing up as my brother. Me and him probably would have fought a lot. A lot.
But instead, she make a commitment to be with me for life. Crazy, right? It's crazy.
I'm just talking about younger me. Honey, we've been in there fighting, and like my mama and her brother said that. My mama and brother, my uncle and my mom, they used to fight in the washroom. That'd have been us. Yeah, fighting. How old were y'all when we got married? I was 26.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was 27.
How long have you and AJ been together, dating, and married? We dated for what, 4 years?
Mm-hmm.
And we've been married for 2.
Yes.
Yes. This is my husband. There's one girl, she just gonna keep saying it. Yes, this is my husband. Alright, let me get it.
That lady at the church, it's my husband.
My husband. Do people ever mix our names up? No. AJ is AJ, and I'm Danny.
No. For the most part, I think they got it right. Mainly because on our mukbangs, they constantly says my name. So if you don't know my name by at the start, you'll know it by the end. Plus, I announce it.
Right.
I'm AJ this Danny. Yeah. There you go.
If you two could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go? Where would I go? I'd love to go to Italy.
Yeah.
That's where I'd love to go. And the other place that start with an M.
Maldives.
Yes. He's so pretty.
We really want to go to the Maldives.
I'm sure I'll go there first, because their bungalow and all that water. Water looks so pretty.
Look at that.
If you bought an island, where would it be located? And what would you call this island?
Where would it be located?
Maldives.
Right, somewhere where don't get many storms.
No, which
Yeah, if we can get we got a path of most hurricanes. I'd love that.
Right.
And then what was another place?
What would you?
What was the other part of the question?
What would you call it?
I'd call it Heaven on Earth. Heaven on Earth. You seen Rush Hour?
Yeah, I seen Rush Hour.
Heaven on Earth when there was that massage parlor. Heaven on Earth.
You always gotta ask me right because you don't know. Or do you know that I don't watch much? How often do we post?
We're supposed to be posting 3 to 4 times a week. So I want to say we do post 3 to 4 times a week because, you know, for the most part we have been. Under circumstances, we're going to try to increase that maybe. But I'm not going to make any promises because we're in the middle of trying to figure out our channel. Figure out a couple of directions of a couple of things. And so I just want you guys to be able to receive consistent content. And if I can, for you to know what I'm going to be posting on what day. So it's not really a surprise. So if like I start posting just raw recipes on one day, I like it to be the same days each week. Or if we start posting vlog videos, the vlog videos come out the same days each week, and I move behind on the alternate days. So,
where are you both from? We from North Carolina.
North Carolina.
Swing my shirt around. Wait. It's a weak shirt. It's a weak shirt.
A waggedy.
Hey, then what does CCTV mean?
It means, we said that at the beginning. Well, it doesn't mean anything now. Well,
No.
but that's what you're watching. That's what you are watching. But it doesn't really have a, the letters, the acronym don't really mean, it's not doesn't mean anything because when we first started our channel, for those of you who were with us since the beginning, shout out to you. Your day ones, shout out to you. And for those of you who've gone back and binge watch our videos and saw the beginning, shout out to you. You'll know that we started out as Canon Collective. Something about that just didn't sit right with me, didn't quite stick. So then, you know, one day I was like, how about hashtag the Cannons? Hashtag the Cannons. I shot it past Danielle. She was like, yeah. I mean, it just rolls off the tongue a little bit easier. A little bit less for you to think about, too. You don't.
Canon Collective.
Right, the Canon Collective, you don't think about it. You just like, kind of like, okay. But, you know, hashtag the Cannons just kind of comes more natural and it's more fitting. So we changed our name. And so the Canon Collective was really what the CC was in the beginning. But now it's just there, you know, as an important pillar in our channel's history. It's there. It has its significance, but it's not really, doesn't really mean anything. It's just something that we didn't want to let go of, really. So there you go.
Yep. Who does the dishes after those wonderful meals are made? The dishwasher.
Right.
Y'all in past videos have already heard that AJ's childhood least favorite chore was
The dish.
And then you always have to do them?
I literally, I don't care.
Here we go. Talking about I don't care.
No, because I was going to say, right, I don't care. If Mary don't like it.
AJ.
I went on a doggone field trip in middle school for like, we were gone for like a week. The night I came home, I had to wash the dishes. I washed the dishes when I left. And every dish that accumulated while I was gone, I had to wash. I was upset.
AJ.
What?
My mama ain't play with us in dishes because she know we trifling. What? It's chopstick and a potato. My question is, being a young married woman myself, what do you guys think is the most important value to possess for a long, happy marriage?
Trust.
And communication for me.
Oh, I was about to say that.
Communication for me is.
I was literally, those are my two though. Trust and communication. You gotta communicate because without communication, you just leave too much to be
assumed.
Right. And then you sit here, I mean, a lot of problems can come from just assumptions or from you just not knowing, not even assuming, but from people not knowing or, you know, just not talking about things. It ain't even about you not knowing, but if you don't discuss anything, how can you know stuff? And then how can you really, you know what I'm saying? Like, if something happens and it's never talked about, that's just drives, I think, monsters and can form from just lack of communicating. I feel like, you know, it's too much for, you give the devil too much room in your mind if you're not actually communicating and freeing up that space.
I mean, if it's idle, it's his workshop.
Right. If you're not communicating with your partner and freeing up that space, like, you don't know how I feel about something. You can't gauge me based off of my expressions. We might have been together I don't know how many years, but, you know, something happens and if you just go off of what you think, then a lot of danger. It can be a lot of danger. And so that being said, yeah. And then trust is the next one. If you don't trust the person you with, that's it. You know, that's eventually gonna eat away at your relationship till there's nothing left. Till there's nothing left. But that's it. So yeah, I think that's a pretty easy question for us right now.
Can we have a discussion about the most important election in the world coming up in November 2020? My only statement for that is God help us.
Right. I don't really do too much politicking on this channel.
No, we don't.
But, you know.
God help us. That's all I have.
Right.
That's all I got.
Yeah. I mean, I think we're all in agreement on what we don't want. So, you know, as far as
that's an easier answer, right?
What we do want, I think, you know, that's, but I know what we don't want. So yeah, that's that.
When is AJ coming out with a printed cookbook?
I don't know, but what I do know is that I'm going to start, like I said at the beginning of this video, this is very first video, very first test. I'm going to start to make a conglomeration of my recipes, like PDF form, for you guys. You don't have to watch the video. I want to make extended detailed PDFs. They're not going to be free, but I'm not going to cost much. $1, $2, $1.50 to $2, just depending on the recipe. I promise they're going to be detailed recipes that are going to have measurements, that are going to have instructions. You know what I'm saying? Like
pictures.
Not just, you know what I'm saying, I put, you know, this mixed together. No, I'm trying to give y'all some quality recipes on individual type basis, and then, you know, who knows what the future holds. You know, and as soon as I'm able, as soon as the Lord allow, you know, we got finances available to do so. You know, because right now we ain't rich. Just like I think people get it twisted. I'm not talking about on YouTube. I'm just talking about in general. I think people get it twisted that I don't know what people think that I am or that we are made of money, because that is not the case. We are still paying our bills month to month, and we are still working to be able to pay our bills month to month. So you know, but whenever the time comes and the Lord say so, I'm trying to get everything in full effect. I'm trying to do. I mean, the best thing about this channel for me has been being able to communicate with you guys and to be able to listen, like, for y'all to actually want something from me, as far as, you know, a recipe or something like that, or a cookbook or something like that. For me to be able to fulfill that request would be like, that would be like great for me. And it's not about any money or anything like that, but for me to be able to put out a recipe book and for you guys to enjoy it, that would be, you know what I'm saying, very fulfilling for me. So that's something I want to do. So whenever I'm in that space and we have that ability, I'll make it happen. So whether that be a month from now or 6 months from now, year from now, it's gonna happen, Lord willing. So
it's about this. Go ahead and push it.
It's about to go out.
Yeah.
My butt.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more. Oh, poor thing. All right. You ready for the next?
Hit me.
Can you all do a just desserts mukbang?
Yeah, we can make it happen.
Sure.
I mean, it's just hard for us.
I like cookies. Cake.
If we do desserts, I mean, because sometimes I feel bad when we do. Y'all think we just over like, to be honest, we like most of the food that we've ever had up here. We've enjoyed, But don't think we don't feel guilty when we eat a bunch of like fried stuff at one time. Don't think like that, because we do. And you know, we work out, we actively go to the gym and stuff like that. I know sometimes y'all hear me up here and y'all may think I'm breathing hard and stuff like that, but trust me, I do interval exercises, and there was one point where I wasn't working out, and you know, it may have been more pronounced, but sometimes I'm up here and it seems like I'm breathing hard and stuff like that, but I promise you, my breath is fine. As Danielle, do I not do some high intensity cardio? I promise you, I'm fine. And so we don't feel like excited whenever we just kill, you know, 10 chicken wings.
I don't feel good about
it. You know what I'm saying? So like, but that's just part of our channel, and we balance it the best way we can. And then like whenever that's why we haven't did something like desserts, because
we'll probably have to do that when somebody's family is
here.
We
will probably have to do that when we're not eating anything else during the day. And who wants to eat just desserts for the day?
I like cake, but I don't know if I like cake for that to be my meal.
Adult AJ, the sugar gets to me quick. Like as far as, okay, let me try this. Then I'll be like, you know, I'm sugared out. My mouth, I'm just like, you know, but I like sweet stuff. It's just, I don't love it. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, but it's been requested, and we're going to do it. You know, I know a couple of y'all have asked a couple times for us to do desserts, and so, yeah, we'll do it. And some people ask for fruit mukbang. We're going to do that, too. You know, if that's what y'all want to see, we'll do it. But, you know, this is the reason why we have it, because it's a lot. And then we buy, and for the most part, a lot of our food does not get wasted. I'm not going to pretend like some of it don't. But I know if we buy a bunch of desserts for a mukbang, we need to be able to make sure somebody else can take that, because it's not gonna.
Does your husband do all the cooking? Someone decided to answer this for me, but yes, he does. We are not a traditional, you know, marriage, which, like AJ has said in the past, when we lived in North Carolina, I cooked more than I do now. But I'm totally okay with AJ cooking, because I can honestly say that he cooked better than me, and I don't like to cook no way. So, yes, my husband do all the cooking. He do.
I mean, Danielle cooks sometimes. She has cooked. Like she said, when we live in North Carolina, she cooked more. But I mean, I like to cook.
Right.
I don't mind cooking for her, so it's fine. You know, I mean, some people might feel how you want to feel about that. I mean, I think it's just. And
like I've said, like I like to bake, but once again,
I think the comments and I'm not trying to make myself into nothing. I'm not trying to make Danielle and anything or anybody else, but I think the comments most of the comments come from women who just kind of want to shade Danielle a little bit. They coming from, you know, which I'm like, that's all that is. They're just trying to shade her, like, you know what I'm saying, as if I could like do better. But I'm just like, be please, you know, be please.
Okay,
but
that's too much.
But I think that's all that is. Anybody think about that? You know what I'm saying? Because I like to cook, and so I mean, apparently y'all like for me to cook, so there it is.
How do y'all feel about Black Lives Matter in the current state of the country? God help us.
Okay, I'll say this much, because another thing, this is back when you talk about politics on the channel, I am an African American male. My life matters. That's not to say that my neighbor, who's a Caucasian male, not to say that his life doesn't matter. I'm just saying that in the year 2020, if you are someone who naively thinks that myself and my neighbor, who's close to my age, if you think that our paths, we could do the exact same thing on a daily basis. If you think that our paths are the same, and that you know, it's not always going to be the case every time. It's not. You have some really great people in this world. You have some really great officers. But to think that my reality and his reality are the same, that's just ignorant. And you don't want to learn. You don't want to change. And that's just that. Because, you know what I'm saying, I know for a fact that I have to be more careful with what I do, with what I say, with how I act, with how I respond to an officer, hell, I mean, to anybody. If we're talking about, you know, a public altercation, I have to be more careful because I could end up in a body bag a whole lot quicker just from out of fear of who I am, like I'm some type of monster compared to my Caucasian neighbor. So that's why I agree when we say Black Lives Matter. It is what it is, and I'm not going to rephrase that. That me saying that Black Lives Matter doesn't. Of course, when we don't have to. I don't feel like you should keep having to sound like a broken record whenever you say this. But me saying that Black Lives Matter doesn't mean that no one else's does. Of course, everyone's does, but we're not talking about that right now. You know what I'm saying? We need you to understand that Black Lives Matter, so Black Lives Matter, so that we can stop being killed unjustly. We can talk about all the injustices, and we can talk about all the things that black people have, or specific black people have done that has gotten themselves killed. But at the end of the day, the numbers don't add up, and so for us to be unjustly killed and unjustly murdered, and you know, so it is what it is, and so that's my stance on that. I don't know how much sense I made, but you know, that's just how I'm always going to feel. And do I feel like we should respond with hate and violence? No. And I know a lot of people feel different about that. But I feel like, but at the end of the day, I feel like it is very important to recognize where we haven't gotten to, because I feel like a lot of people want to sweep it under the rug and say just because you can go out to the store freely and buy what you want and come home whenever you feel like, that we are in another universe and racism is dead, when it's not the case. You need to still recognize where we are so that we can get better. I feel like that's the problem. You got too many people, you know what I'm saying, that call themselves not being racist, wanting to still ignore, you know, real injustices and racism that still happens today. So that's it.
My sentiments exactly. I have a black daddy, I got a black husband, and I have a black brother. And anytime that they go out at night, or you know, they're alone, I often worry about them, because you know, I want them to come home safely without any kind of altercations or anything happening.
Right.
But on a lighter note, do you have sisters and brothers?
I have a sister and a brother. They're both half. Even though, you know, I don't treat them like that and consider them like that. Especially my sister, which is nothing against my brother, but you know, I grew up with my sister right there. So so really we feel like, you know, whole siblings. And my brother, he lives in Ohio, so that's he's my dad's son. So yeah, so I have one sister, one brother, and Danielle got.
I have one sister and one brother, and they're both younger than me, and they are holy, man.
Right.
Holy monsters. That's what they are. They're not that much younger than me, but when I was younger, they was monsters, and I ain't want them, because I was great as an only child. Last question: what kind of dogs do we have? We have crazy Yorkies.
Well, the Shuttle Terriers. It's the dogs that we have.
Crazy Yorkies.
And so, yeah.
That was it. I hope we, you know, answered all the questions. I tried to make sure I got all of the comments from there. I think some of them incidentally I answered because I'm crazy. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed getting to know AJ and Danny a little bit more.
Now, please refer back to this video
if you got any questions.
Because
I blew out and told my whole constitution.
I'm playing. I mean, y'all got any questions? Ask us. You know, I mean, it don't hurt to ask. All we can do is say yes or no, or ignore the question. You know,
not ignore.
It don't hurt to ask. You can ask as much as you want to. Cause I know some people got questions, and it's all right. Like I said, it don't hurt to ask. You might just get your question answered, just depending on how personal it is. You know, you might not, but hey, you shoot your shot.
Nah.
Shoot your shot.
You shot your shot.
What? What shot I shoot?
Over here.
You shot. You shot.
I didn't shoot nothing. I didn't shoot nothing.
That was a good piece right there. Nice and seasoned.
In this.
I taste the deal.
Lord help you.
All right, guys.
Ooh.
Well, thank you so much for joining us today. We really do appreciate it, guys. Remember, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to this channel. Also, guys, like this video and drop a comment down below. Let us know what you think of this video. You know what I'm saying? We really love to interact with you in the comments. Also, guys, remember to share this video with your family and friends. Anyone that want to let them know what we got going over here, because sharing is caring. So do what? Care about us. Care about us. Yo. Anyway, yo. I'm done eating.
Another long trek.
And I ain't got nothing else. We're good. Take us out of here.
Bye-bye.